from Upper Michigan's news source. This is your Fox UP News in prime time.
Across Upper Michigan, it's been an active evening, and it's warm too. Look at this, 61 Baraga Plains, La Branch at 69, it's 67 at Seney. Here's radar, and we still have a tornado watch out for Upper Michigan, the central and western Upper Michigan into northern Wisconsin. Right now, no warnings, though there is a strong thunderstorm that's quickly moving through southwest Marquette County around the Republic Witch Lake area, heading quickly to the east. I just heard indications of something else going off as far as a warning. We have showers and thunderstorms that have ended over the western portion of Upper Michigan. As far as storm damage and rain totals, power lines were reported down near Iron Mountain. Peavy Falls had 1 3/4 inch of rain, and all these rainfalls occurred in 1 hour or less. Randville, also Chatham, and Kiva, too, over 1 inch of rain. That's your weather first on Fox.
The Ishpeming City Council tonight dealt with the fallout from the now-resolved dispute between road builders and a union of heavy equipment operators. That work stoppage has delayed work on the city's water project. Tonight, the council approved several change orders that we will see the work pushed back to next year. Good evening, I'm Taylor Mason-Little. The city was in the middle of replacing about 25% of their aging pipes with new iron pipes. Cost for that project is about $12 million.
There were delays in getting paving that are going to delay the project into 2019. And also there was a strategic decision made by the City Council at the last meeting to defer a part of the work from this project to a future project.
The council also approved a special event application for a planned Gus Macker basketball tournament in mid-June. Details of that event are still being ironed out. Major news out of Mackinac County tonight. The governor's administration and Canadian pipeline company Enbridge have made a deal. It's set to cost hundreds of millions of dollars, all to fix an environmental crisis before it happens.
Earlier today, the state of Michigan and Enbridge Energy announced an agreement that will lead to major safety enhancements along Line 5.
Enbridge has entered into a second agreement with the state of Michigan on the future of Line 5, and under this agreement, Enbridge is committing to a range of measures to protect the Straits of Mackinac.
Those measures include permanently shutting down the current segment that crosses the Straits of Mackinac and constructing a multi-use utility tunnel beneath the straits. All costs of the tunnel will be paid by Enbridge.
It is projected to cost in the range of $350 to $500 million. The bottom line is there's no taxpayer dollars at all involved with this.
According to Enbridge, this new tunnel will make a safe pipeline even safer.
The tunnel would reduce the likelihood of any kind of release of oil into the straits to really near zero, and it also eliminates the potential for any kind of anchor strike.
The project is estimated to take around 7 to 10 years to complete, and environmental groups feel that continuing to use Line 5 during construction of the tunnel still puts the Great Lakes at risk.
The current Line 5 pipeline is not safe. There's several different categories of problems with the pipeline, from new bends that have been identified to 3 large gashes in the pipeline from an anchor strike in April. We're really at risk of rupture any day here.
Enbridge is looking to move forward with this project as quickly as possible, but no official start date has been determined.
In a statement, Governor Snyder saying, in part, quote, "This common sense solution offers the greatest possible safeguards to Michigan's waters while maintaining critical connections to ensure Michigan residents have the energy resources they need." To read the governor's full statement along with other local lawmakers, you can visit our website at uppermichigansource.com. Capitol Hill is anxiously awaiting the results of the FBI investigation into Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh. Many said the FBI report would be released sometime today, but as of right now, no report. Democrats, as well as key Republican senators such as Blake and Collins, harshly criticized President Donald Trump's comments on the accuser Christine Blasey Ford during his rally in Mississippi.
How did you get home? I don't remember. How'd you get there? I don't remember. Where is the place? I don't remember.
Donald Trump is disgusting. Dr. Ford gave honest and heartfelt testimony, and she has a right to be treated with respect.
Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell must move to end the Kavanaugh debate before midnight tonight if he wants to conduct a confirmation vote before the end of the week. In recent years, online video games have seen a surge in popularity, and none has been more popular than Fortnite. With more than 40 million people logging on daily worldwide, how safe can your child be while playing? Fox UP's Tyler Markle has the answer.
As gaming consoles continue to grow in their capabilities, games continue to expand their user base. Matches on games like Battlefield, Call of Duty, Fortnite, and PlayerUnknown's Battleground range from 10 to 100 players at one time. Odds are your kids won't know everyone that they're playing with.
For the parents to be informed whether or not the game that their kid is playing is an offline version where they're not reaching out to the internet, or an online version where they are playing with people from all over the world, essentially.
There are some players who use the game to prey on children.
Generally, they will create some type of online profile that they're either a young boy or girl, which allows them to befriend these kids and gain their trust, and then they exploit them from there.
Once they gain the child's trust, they could try meeting up in person, sending illicit messages or photos, or even steal credit card information from the child's accounts. But there are ways to make sure that your child stays safe online.
We make sure that our kids know people that they're friends with in person. They have to know the person in real life. They can't talk to strangers. And we go through their friend list consistently to make sure that's actually happening.
There are even apps you can use that will monitor your child's time online.
We use something called Disney Circle that monitors that for us. It gives us alerts on our apps on our phone. So that's really nice because it's easy to get busy and not realize how much time is spent.
At the end of the day, the most important thing is communication.
Make sure that their kids, if something is wrong or they're concerned about something, that their kids feel comfortable to come to the parent and tell them what is going on.
If your child reports any strange behavior during their online gaming, you can go to your local police station for help. Reporting in Marquette, I'm Tyler Markle, Fox UP.
That brings us to our daily pulse question. Do you talk with your kids about taking safety precautions while playing online video games? To share your thoughts, go to TV6 and Fox UP's Facebook page and vote. We'll have those results of this question right at the end of the newscast. Up ahead, NMU held a public forum to gather feedback from students. And later, the Community Foundation of Marquette County celebrates 30 years. That and more after the break.
You're watching your Fox UP News in prime time with Taylor Mason Little and Chief Meteorologist Carl Bonak.
Northern Michigan University is evaluating how to better spend their time and money through strategic resource allocation. But many students and staff feel like they've been left in the dark. In today's forum, students and staff got the chance to ask administration what exactly is the SRA process and how will it impact certain positions and programs. But the NMU student government feels they should have had a voice in the SRA process from the beginning.
We were told that students would have access to this, but what really happened is only faculty and staff had access to this. Students weren't allowed to even comment or give their feedback on these.
And I think that's one mistake that we did make on campus. Those reports weren't immediately available to students.
Administration will take the feedback from today and continue to review more than 500 academic and support reports before the NMU president brings a formal proposal to the NMU Board of Trustees for approval in December. For additional SRA information, head to uppermichigansource.com. The Community Foundation of Marquette County celebrated a 30-year milestone tonight. Board members, staff, and affiliates all celebrated in the Great Lakes Room of the NMU University Center. This foundation works to connect donors with community needs and distributes scholarships and grants. They meet each year to hand out Catalyst Awards to community members who go above and beyond.
There's a special spirit in the Upper Peninsula, right? And Marquette County is no different. The people here care about each other, and they're generous. People take care of each other. They want to live in communities that take care of each other. They want to be a part of that, and that's what we have.
The foundation started with just $30,000 and now manages more than $17 million in assets. To date, they've awarded $6.8 million in scholarships and grants. Some of the world's best fishermen will be in ESCANABA this weekend. Cabela's Master Walleye Circuit World Championship will be taking place on the Bay de Nox starting at 8 a.m. Thursday morning. 32 two-person teams have qualified to take part in the tournament and a chance to fight for thousands of dollars in prizes. The teams will have 3 days to put together the best catch they can. Today, registration for the teams was taking place at the Ruth Butler Building at the UP State Fairgrounds. Registration was followed by rules meeting and a dinner for the anglers.
So the anglers here fished through the 2017 season. We took the best out of 3 events to qualify to make it to this event here in Escanaba. This is the top echelon. This is the World Walleye Championship. So you walk out of here, you get your championship rings, you get your $10,000 in cash, a multitude of other prizes. For first place, it ends up being over $16,500.
The public is invited to watch the weigh-ins taking place in Ludington Park at 4 p.m. over the next 3 days. Now the results from today's financial markets. Stocks closing slightly higher. The Dow Jones rising 54 points, another record high. The Nasdaq gained 25. Also today's local stocks. And a look at today's closing prices for gold, silver, and oil. Well, Carl, it's been a stormy night. How do these showers and severe thunderstorms look rolling through the UP right now?
Well, I can tell you, first of all, that the tornado watch is no longer in effect in the western UP. It is still in effect from Iron into Dickinson, Marquette County, to Alger and Schoolcraft County, Delta and Menominee, and adjacent portions of northeastern Wisconsin. That's because, well, the showers and thunderstorms have ended over the western UP. They're now rolling through the central from near Marquette back down southwestward toward Iron County. It's continuing this line to move to the east very quickly. Today, it warmed up to 64 this evening, 48 for a low. We'll talk about the days ahead coming up. Well, low pressure is developing into a strong fall storm. Take a look at winds across upper Michigan, and you can see they're still out of the south over the central and east, and they've shifted to the west behind a front over the far western portion of upper Michigan. It's cooling back some, upper 50s there. It was up to at least 70 at Ironwood today. It's still 72 at Iron Mountain, also at Escanaba, and 66 at Marquette. Low 60s in the Copper Country, 72 at Menominee. And take a look at temperatures across the rest of the Midwest, especially the South. Still 83 at Chicago. It was up to 90, 91 to be exact. St. Louis and also Kansas City today. And there's lots of moisture. Dew points in the 60s all the way up into the Upper Peninsula. That's why we've had the big rains, and now the front is crossing the western Upper Peninsula, moving quickly east as this low pressure storm system speeds quickly off to the northeast. So this front will be through in no time across upper Michigan. You can see how the showers and thunderstorms are moving to the east. Some of these cells were working eastward at 65 miles per hour earlier this evening. So you can see what's going on. Those showers and thunderstorms move out quickly, some leftover showers during the wee hours of the morning. Then skies will clear. Winds will really pick up though. But the winds, while they'll be brisk, will be diminishing on Thursday as this big high moves in. We should have mostly sunny skies across upper Michigan, but it will be substantially cooler. Highs in the mid to upper 40s north, low 50s in the southern UP. Then on Friday, no big lows heading at us yet. The big high that will likely produce some frosty conditions, at least early in the evening before the clouds roll in Thursday night, will be moving off to the east and well ahead of low pressure in the plains. We'll have some rain developing. Highs on Friday should only be in the 40s, maybe some 50-degree readings over the south and southeastern portion of upper Michigan. Here's our futurecast, 12:30 a.m. Tomorrow morning, early on Friday, I should say. Some rain moving into the western UP by 6 o'clock in the morning, maybe even a touch of snow in the highlands for a brief time, and then the rain continues off and on Friday. We'll talk about the weekend coming up next. Thunderstorms will be ending in the east this evening. We expect windy weather, low temperatures from near 40 into the mid to upper 40s east. Then highs tomorrow only in the mid to upper 40s north, low 50s south, with mostly sunny skies developing. Brisk winds will gradually diminish. Your Fox extended forecast, look for that rain Friday, maybe a little bit lingering early on Saturday, cloudy skies then. A little improvement on Sunday, more rain early next week. Taylor?
Thanks, Carl. Remember, you can get weather anytime with the TV6 and Fox UP mobile app. It's available on Apple and Android products, plus it's free to download. You can get in the App Store or Google Play. Forest Park and West Iron students were in for a musical experience during school today. They were brought to the Crystal Theater for a performance by Beethoven and Banjos. The group comes to town every year with a new mix of folk and classical music. This year they were focusing on Norwegian and Swedish sounds. They brought in musicians from those countries to perform with them. An experience that they're calling amazing.
It's really a privilege to be able to travel with your music, and I really enjoy coming to the States. I've been here for some years ago, but now to have this big group of musicians learn these different types of music together and perform for the children today was really fun.
The group will have more performances across the UP this week. We have their full schedule posted to our website at uppermichigansource.com. Joining us is Greg Trick. Greg, what's coming up on tonight's TV6 Late News?
Thanks, Taylor. Coming up tonight, a decision has been made on extending the Essential Air Service program that subsidizes most UP airports. We'll have the details from Washington. Also tonight, 7 law enforcement officers have been shot in South Carolina. We'll bring you the latest information from the scene. That's tonight on your TV6 Late News. Taylor?
Thanks, Greg. Chicago Cubs shortstop Addison Russell has been suspended for 40 games. Find out why after the break. You have a chance to see the Huskies skate before next weekend. An inter-squad game will take place this Saturday at the John McGinnis Student Ice Arena. Puck drop is set for 6 to 7 p.m. and there will be skate with the Huskies following the 30-minute game. Admission for the game will be a cash donation to area youth hockey organizations. The 2018-19 team will split up and play 2 15-minute halves. Chicago Cubs shortstop Addison Russell has been suspended for 40 games amid domestic violence allegations. Russell is being suspended for violating Major League Baseball's joint domestic violence, sexual assault, and child abuse policy. The announcement was made today. Russell has accepted the unpaid suspension, which is retroactive to September 21st and will not appeal the shortstop. The shortstop has denied the allegations and was placed on administrative leave September 21st after his ex-wife reiterated claims of domestic abuse. The Milwaukee Brewers are heading to postseason after beating the Chicago Cubs 3-1 for the NL Central title on Monday night. One fan in particular is especially excited. The Brewers face off against the Colorado Rockies in a best-of-5 series. That's good news, actually great news for die-hard Brewers fan Bob Stracklejohn. The 94-year-old fan of the Brew Crew says he'd like to see his team win their first World Series.
It's a big deal for the city and it's a big deal for the state because you got a lot of loyal fans. They deserve a winner. I think they got the team that could do it now.
Game 1 of the Brewers Rockies series is Thursday. Coming up next, the results of our daily polls question. You talk with your kids about taking safety precautions while playing online video games. That and more right after the break. The results of our daily polls question are in. Do you talk with your kids about taking safety precautions while playing online video games? 61% said yes and 39% said no. Thank you to everyone who voted tonight. To see viewer comments on this question, you can visit TV6 and Fox UP's Facebook page. And please be sure to vote in our next daily polls question. Fire crews lit up with excitement for this must-see animal mission moment. Watch as this firefighter props open the lid, finding 3 bear cubs. Rescuers in Nevada woke up to a loud bang over the weekend. When they went to check it out, they saw a mama bear gazing at their trash bin. Inside were not only 1, but 3 adorable little cubs. After being released, they scurried off back into the wild. Well, those were pretty cute, but let's take another look at that weather.
Well, things are going to be calming down quickly, though we do expect some strong wind gusts tonight behind a cold front. Then it'll turn cooler, but not all that cold. In fact, tomorrow we'll have sunshine, but temperatures will be in the 40s to around 50 degrees.
Okay, then. Well, that's all the time we have tonight. For everyone here at Fox UP, I'm Taylor Mason Little. Have a great night.